Coming up on this episode of Design to the Nines, I'm going to show you how to make pom-poms with a pom-pom maker. It's so easy. But not only that, I'm going to show you how to attach them to a throw blanket. If that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Welcome to Design to the Nines. I'm Natalie Callahan, and if this is the first time we're meeting, welcome to my channel. If you enjoy videos about DIY and home decor, then you are in the right place, and I'd invite you to consider subscribing to my channel below and making sure to hit that bell notification, because I bring weekly tutorials that you're not going to want to miss, and I would love it if you joined me. Recently, I did a fall front porch makeover, and with that tutorial, I had a Ray Dunn inspired pillow that I put a couple of pom-poms on. I loved the pom-poms and I got really good feedback. Now in that tutorial, I kind of had to rush through the how-to part of making these cute decorative pom-poms. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make a pom-pom using this pom-pom maker tool. So this pom-pom maker comes in a package with 3 others, so a total of 4 for $7.99. It's a great deal. I'll put the link for it below, and this is going to make our job so much easier. So I also picked up some yarn at Michael's. It's really soft in a navy blue, which is going to match my blanket. You're going to start out by swinging out the 2 arms on one half of the device. Then you're going to take your yarn and begin wrapping your yarn around those arms, starting close to the hinge. It's going to feel a little wiggly while you're securing those 2 arms together with your first row of yarn. I like to make sure that this first row is very close together, so I will do several wraps and then I'll just simply push it back towards the hinge and you will have one good solid row. Now you're going to go back and forth evenly about 5 to 6 times, depending on the thickness of your yarn and your personal preference on how dense of a pom-pom you want in the end. I wrapped it 5 times for my pillow, and I wanted it to be a little more dense for my blanket, so I wrapped it 6 times. The ultimate goal is to almost fill in the arch with yarn. When you have done this, then snip off the yarn and push that side into the device. Then all you're going to do is repeat this exact same process on the other side. All right, so we are done wrapping the other side, and so we're going to also slide that right into the device, and then go ahead and snip off your excess. I'm going to go ahead and cut off a longer piece. You'll see why we need this in a second. And this is where it gets fun. So I have these scissors that are spring-loaded and they've got short tips, and I use them all the time. I'm not sure what they do, but I'm gonna put a link for these scissors as well as the pom-pom maker pack in the description box below, so you won't need to look too hard for them. But these are so much fun. I've used them for upholstery projects and they're perfect for this pom-pom maker. However, you can use some other scissors if you'd like, but they're so sharp and they're pointy and they work perfect for this project. What you're gonna do is, you can see that the halfway mark here is where the joint is. And while you do this, you wanna make sure you kind of put a little pressure on the pom-pom maker. And that is because it kind of wants to pop apart, especially when it's this full. And then you're gonna cut it right down the center here, making sure that you keep everything together. And this, you can see that your pom-pom is starting to form. And this is where these pointy scissors kind of come in handy, because you can kind of get in these little nooks and crannies with them. And so then we just do this all the way around. And once you get it started, you can kind of feel the groove of the center, and it helps you with the cutting process. So we've got it cut all the way around. And now we're going to take that long piece of yarn and we're going to wrap it right around the center, and then kind of pull it through. And then we are gonna make 2 knots at minimum, but preferably 3. And now we get to see the results. So then we pull that open, and then we pull the other side open, and then you pop the device off, and it comes completely apart, and then you have a pom-pom. Now it's inevitable to have a couple of them sticking out. It's just the way it works out. So then you just take your scissors and trim. Perfect. How easy was that? Now I'm going to show you how to attach it to a blanket so you can get that really boho chic look that is in style right now. So for our blanket, I'm just using 2 fabric pieces that I already had. It's a plush soft fabric that's really cozy and it matches my decor, but you can skip this step if you'd like to. You can start with a pre-made blanket. Some of you have expressed some angst or nervousness about sewing. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd like me to do some simple basic sewing tutorials. I learned to sew when I was 8 years old. You can do it. You've got this. All you need is a little instruction. So let me know if that is of interest to you down in the comment section below. So now we're going to just sew it together. So now for the exciting part. We are going to decide where we're going to put our pom-poms. I want to put 5 pom-poms on this edge. We know we're going to put 1 on each edge, and so then we're going to just go ahead and find center by folding it in half, and there's our center. And then we are going to take a pin and mark it. And then what we're going to do is take the corner and fold it to the center and find new center. And this is where we'll put a pom-pom. And then we're going to do it on the other side. Same thing, edge, find the center, take a pin and mark it. And then you can see we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 evenly spaced out pom-poms. Next, we're going to take one of our pom-poms and we're going to take one of the threads. We are going to take a little piece of tape. I'm using blue painter's tape. Scotch tape would probably work better, but this was close and handy, and I figured it would get the job done. We'll put that in the center, kind of wrap the tape around it, and then I'll just take some scissors and kind of make a point. And then you're going to want to take a needle that has a wide mouth, and then slide your thread onto the needle, and that tape just makes that process a whole lot easier. And then you want to clip off that tape. So then we're going to take the corner, we'll just start in the corner, and we're going to thread that through with our needle all the way through, and then take the needle off. Then you're going to take the other thread, and we are just going to tie 3 knots. So 1, 2, and 3. And that should be on there really good, but we can't leave these tails. So we're just going to take some scissors and trim it to blend in with the pom-pom. It's genius, and you can't tell. So that's how easy it is to get them attached to your blanket. Again, a pre-made blanket or a homemade blanket, doesn't matter. Just try to make the pom-poms coordinate or match depending on your preference. So we're going to just do that all the way down. Boom! How adorable is that? That is so cute. This is a really easy beginner project that anyone can do, especially with the help of that pom-pom maker. It makes all the difference. So I've warned you, you are going to become addicted to making pom-poms and putting them on everything because they are so cute. So my pom-pom blanket is done, and I am really happy with the results. It was super easy to do, extremely affordable, and just adds so much fun and personality to our throw blanket. I just can picture myself cozying up to this on a cold day, which does happen occasionally here in Florida. We do turn on the heat now and then. A cup of hot cocoa and a good book. I hope that you found value in this episode. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button below, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel below and turning on that bell notification, because occasionally I do pop in with extra episodes, and I would love it if you joined me for those. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on Monday, September 30th, 2 p.m. for the Girls Can Use Power Tools Challenge. It's going to be a good one. I've got Jessica from Measure and Mix co-hosting with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.